everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last time we took on our Lancer 15 quest. Today, it is Sunday, which means it is time for more side quests. Let's get going. Today's side quest focus is going to be out in Central Shroud. Specifically, we're going to be taking care of the side quest up to level 14, which looks like that's quite a few of them in the area. Most of them in the area. There is one level 19, or sorry, not 19, 29 that I saw, and we're not going to be doing Where the Heart Is yet. There's actually 3 copies of Where the Heart Is, and we're going to be doing all 3 of them at once we have access to all 3. Alright, so let's see. Our first destination for questing is the Bannock, down here in the Jadeite Thick. If you're playing through the Gridania storyline to start off the game, the Bannock is basically the equivalent of the Summerford Farms that we went to. It's your out-of-town initial destination where you get set up and do a bunch of errands. Alright, first off we have Tsub Kamazome. What do you got for us? Tsub Kamazome, a soldier at the Bannock, wants you to track down some initiates that failed to appear for training. Ah, perfect timing. I was just looking for a likely lass to track down some Twin Adder initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training. Exhausted from a month of solid drills, I expect. Considering their current physical state, I rather doubt they've wandered far. Oh gods, please don't mention wild beasts, or blood. They're fine, I'm certain of it. Seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me on the double. Alright, sounds like a plan. We got some troops who are too tired to do their training. Let's go find where they've wandered off to. There are 3 we need to find. I believe 1 is going to be right over here by the river. Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home by the river. Who are... You say the sergeant's looking for me? How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside, I must make haste. Oh, you just completely dozed off then. Well, good thing I found you. Alright then, our next initiate that we're looking for. I think if we follow the river up this way, and turn down here we go. Can you not see I am attempting to become one with nature? Leave me be, good madam. What? Sergeant Kamazome sent you? Matron's teats, I better get back before she makes her boot one with my backside. Yeah, you don't want to get your ass kicked by the sergeant. Alright then, 1 more to go. And I want to say they are up here. Where are they? Are they not, in fact, up here? Ah, I see them. They may not have been up there, but it was a good lookout. Hello there, sleepy friend. Just a few more moments, Mother. Huh? Sergeant Kamazome? Oh, F-droppings, I must be late for training. Alright, well then, they are indeed quite tired, Sergeant. You sure you're not pushing them too hard? Thank you, Satora. All the initiates are now present and accounted for. It's always the same, you know. A handful of recruits invariably lose focus a short while after being assigned to their new unit. That first rush of tension and excitement wears off and the strain from constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always the best solution, though. I've their morale to think about after all. Still, I might give them a quick blast for good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I'm not afraid to fight. Alright, well, got you all helped out. Next up we have Moralyn. Moralyn, a serpent at the Bannock, is seeking a volunteer to gather materials used in the training of recruits. Ho there, adventurer. If it is work you seek, then look no further. Instructor Mariostel needs a volunteer to bring him some bog Yarzon shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find Yarzons in the river south of here. Once you've pried the carapaces from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. Alright, so we are hunting bog Yarzons for their shells for the purposes of training. Let's see. We have fought bog Yarzons before. They're generally going to be found in the river cave. Let's see. Hypothetically, if we followed the river, does this particular river go into the cave? No, it just makes its way north, but it does go past the cave, so let's follow it. Yeah, here we go. The cave exits right there. Oh yes, and last time we picked up Disembowel, so our Lancer rotation's actually getting a little bit more interesting now. Which is very nice. These bog Yarzons sure don't seem to be standing up to our improved abilities. Oh, looks like I've overdone it. Well then. I got the bog Yarzon shells, let's get back and turn them in. Alright, where's the instructor? Hello, Mario Still. I bring you shells. Have you come to train? No, I've come to help train. Not a new recruit? Then what? Ah, the Yarzon shells I ordered Marlin to requisition. I see he's learned to delegate authority, if nothing else. Now that I have these carapaces, I can set my recruits some specialized drills. They're already adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Yarzon is most vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, I've no doubt they will fare rather better against the creatures when called upon. You should be proud of yourself. Both they and the Bannock are safer for your help. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up... We could go for food, but I have plenty of food which I need to eat, so... We'll go for the money. And let's see, what do I want to eat? We've got flatbread. We have plenty of flatbread. Alright, we'll just go with that. Okay, I believe that is all the quests at the Bannock for now. Oh. Oh no, I'm devastated. Oh no, I'm so upset. Okay, so some side quests are locked to depending to the region you start in. Let me explain that better. There are some side quests where if you start in Gridania, you could only there are some side quests in Gridania which you can only do if you start in Gridania. There are some side quests in the Lenosia region where you can only do them if you start in Limsa Lominsa, and same for Ul'dah. There are exclusive quests based on which region you start the game in. One of my favorite early game side quests is right over here at Gabino's Bowyer. Unfortunately, it's exclusive to if you start in Gridania. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's a quest I really wanted to show off. Okay, I think in that case... I'm gonna have to rework some plans then. Nothing like in this episode, but... I am planning to at some point show the opening hours, or the opening chapter for Gridania and Ul'dah. They won't be like replacing main episodes as we progress on our main character. But I am planning to do, like, just on the side, hey, bonus episodes, maybe like once a week. Here's a bonus where we start to go over, like, some of the Gridania early story. I might have to end up integrating those region-exclusive quests to those episodes, if I end up committing to doing that. Alright, hello, Kukuvachi! You have a quest. An Ul'dah merchant by the name of Kukuvachi seeks an adventurer to make some inquiries on his behalf. You there, adventurer. Yes, you will suffice. I have a job I need performed and I'm willing to pay the going rate. A trifling task, really. I simply need you to ask the locals here at Bent Branch Meadows what the head wrangler covets most in all the world. This is a private matter, lest you doubt, so be sure to inquire discreetly. And please, for the love of Null, do not reveal that you are in my employ. In fact, it would be best if my name wasn't mentioned at all. Okay, somewhat suspicious of a request. But sure. Hello there, Ethelthrith. What does Keitha covet most? Why would you wish to know some... Wait a minute. That old Don merchant put you up to this, didn't he? He's wasting his time with that approach. If the man is serious about owning a chocobo, he'd be better served by convincing Keitha of his intent to provide the bird with the proper care and attention. Alright, so that didn't work. Apparently you have a reputation around here, Kukuvachi. Alright, we've got someone over here we can possibly ask. There you are, Leodare. Keitha? The only thing Keitha wants is for her birds to be happy. If she cares for anything besides the well-being of the chocobos, then I've not heard of it. And that is corroborating for what we just heard. Well, Kukuvachi, you are going to be sorely disappointed that you cannot buy a chocobo, apparently. Alright, and Bernard. What's that about, Miss Keitha? Huh, doing that peddler's dirty work, are you? If that halfwit thinks some shiny trinket will move her heart, then he's dafter than he looks. Any fool can see Miss Keitha is only interested in her birds. Tell Kukuvachi from me that if he persists in harassing the head wrangler, the wood whalers will remove him from Bent Branch Meadows for disturbing the peace. Got that? Apologies, I didn't mean to leave a bad first impression myself, I was just picking up a job. You understand. I will go inform him that he is in fact a failure. Alright, Kukuvachi, bad news for you. Well, do you plan on keeping me in suspense? I must have a chocobo for my very... What's this? They told you nothing of her material desires? Yeah, not only that, but the guards threatened to ban you from the area. Ugh, the stubbornness of these Gridanians is infuriating, and I should have known better than to hire a buffoon for such delicate work. To think of the amount of gil I have wasted on this fruitless venture. Oh, cease your mewling. I promise you a reward, and a reward you shall have. Now leave me to my misfortune. Damn, I hope you get banned from this area. What an ass. Okay, so we've got options of... Ooh, physical or magical wristlets, which are downgraded in every way. Thank you for the money, though. Alright, Lucalat. What do you got for me? Lucalat at Bench Branch Meadows wishes you to procure fence-building materials from the Diremites. Greetings, madam. You have the distinct air of an adventurer. Might I trouble you for some assistance? In recent days, a heartless cat has been sneaking into the ranch to scare our chocobos. The poor birds are in a state of constant unease, wondering when the next fright will come. It is my hope that extending the fencing will help to keep the intruder out. To that end, could I ask you to procure some strands of Diremite web? They make for a surprisingly sturdy construction material. You should be able to obtain the web from the Diremites themselves. There are usually a few to be found roaming the lands around the ranch. 6 strands should be sufficient. Alright, we are hunting 6 Diremites. I want to just double check, where are the rest of the quests? We've got one up there, which we can't do. So, let's see. None over there. Looks like the rest of the quests will be just scattered to the south. Fair enough. Alright, let's go hunt some Diremites. We're not getting too much experience so far, but some is better than none. Hopefully we'll get Lancer caught up soon enough. Worst case scenario, well, before we do the Lancer 20 quest, we're going to end up doing more main scenario, so we'll probably be able to sneak some experience into Lancer through that. Alright, one left to go. Where can I find one more Diremite? Here we are. And that should be everything we need. Let's go get that fence built. Nope, not up there. That's to the matron's Lethe. Alright, Luculot, I return with the Diorite Web. Good luck with the fencing. Ah, you have returned. Tell me, were you able to procure the Diorite Web I requested? I was indeed. Yes, these will do nicely. These are perfect for binding posts together. Were I still in Ishgard, I would never have entertained the notion of using such a bizarre material in this manner. Oh, did I not mention I was from Ishgard? Aye, well, Gridania is in actual fact my second home. My native land was once famous for its chocobo stables. No man in Eorzea could speak of the creatures without his thoughts turning naturally to Ishgard. Sadly, however, that time has passed. I left my homeland to accept employment here at the ranch, instructing others in the methods of chocobo husbandry. Yet I have found that it is often I who am the recipient of others' instruction, and on a great many matters. Truly, one can never know what life may hold in store. Alright, I cannot wait to talk about why he actually had to leave Ishgard and why chocobos are no longer raised there. Because it's fucked up! It's horrifying! Your hint is Dalamud. Dalamud fucked this entire goddamn country over real bad. Okay, we've got 3 more quests we can do, 1 there, and I suspect there's actually 2 down at the mirror planks. So let's keep making our way to the south. Alright then, Finia, looks like you have our next quest. Finia has worked for a meddlesome adventurer. Another goddamn adventure desperate to stick her nose in everyone's business, is it? Then seek out the groundskeeper of the Tomtar at Deepcroft. You'll find him in a shack just outside the entrance, as the hermit is all too happy to live close to his work. When last I patrolled that area, I could hear him swearing inside his shack from the road. I know not what vexes the man, but I suspect he'll welcome your presence more than I. Gridanians are not the kindest people. Luculot seems to have had good luck, though. Though that seems to be more for his skills with chocobos than anything. It's not fair to paint all Gridanians as unkind and unwelcoming. Some are pretty great. But there's definitely an overall atmosphere of fuck outsiders around here, and I don't like it. After a bit of work, are you? I have a task that needs doing. Take these Nymea lilies and leave them at the top of each barrow. You've doubtless seen the bones returned to life by foul magics, shambling around and harassing their surviving comrades. It hurts me soul to see it, adventure. I cannot abide such blasphemy. It gives me hope that these lilies soothe their spirits and help them return to the matron's bosom. See me when you've finished. Oh dear, corpses coming back to life. You'll see more of that if you actually go down into the Deepcroft down below. But for now, we're gonna head up and try and soothe their souls at the graves. We've got 3 to work on. Alright, there's 1. We've got Diormites to look out for. Looks like... Nope. Okay, they are going to attack. And we've got glowering glowflies as well. Just what we need. A whole swarm of bugs. Alright, let's go ahead and lay down more lilies. And then we have 1 more up here. Alright, what is going on with this fate? Okay, the zombies. There are zombies everywhere. Lovely. We'll leave it be for now. Alright, Balar, I have done the job. You've done holy work this eve, lass. I cannot fathom what could drive the dead to rise up and seek to do us harm, but I pray that this helps put an end to it. May the matron watch over and keep you safe. Thank you very kindly. I will go ahead and take the money since I think we're good on everything else. Only thing we don't have is this, and I think... yeah, that's a downgrade in every way. Alright, 2 more quests. Let's head onwards to the mirror planks. Actually, hang on, a new quest has appeared over here. From Finia. I'm sure she is pleased to hear that I'm coming back. Finia, a guard at Galvan Spire, seeks a willing volunteer to deal with a slug problem. Huh, you must be desperate for work indeed if you would speak with me a second time. Either that or you never learned to leave well enough alone. But if you're so bloody eager, then here's another job for you. Head on over to the hedge tree and clear out some nests of saprophagus slugs. All you need to do is sprinkle some of this flat ale on the ground where you find the moist depressions. You should soon be up to your armpits in slugs. Don't let any of the buggers slither away, and make sure you find and clear out all 3 nests. Alright, let's do it. We've got some slugs to fight. Also, really, that is the second time this week I've heard that alcohol actually attracts slugs. Once in this game, of course, but also I was given that advice for dealing with a insect problem with my basil that I've been growing. Something got to it recently, and slugs are the main suspect. So, I was told to use alcohol to try and drive them, or sorry, not drive them away, lure them away from the basil. Well, if people in real life and in video games are saying it, it must be true. Alright, that's 2 slugs down. Next spot is over here. And one last moist depression over here to finish it off. Alright, that should clear out all the slugs. Let's get back to Finia. Let her know that we are not worthless or useless like she seems to think. Also, I really cannot tell. Are we at level 18 or 16? That font is not ideal. 18, okay. Alright then, Finia, I return. Judging by the looks of you, no slug escaped unharmed. I don't suppose you have the faintest notion what the Tomtar Teepcroft is, do you? It's the final resting place of those who perished during the calamity. The slugs you so handily dispatched were feeding on the flowers we had laid there in remembrance of the fallen. The monsters multiply and food grows scarce. Perhaps there was naught else for them to feed on, but to see those wreaths disturbed thus was more than I could bear. And now I've said too much. Here, take your reward and leave me be. Alright, okay, I can at least understand why you're grumpy. But you don't gotta take it out on adventures. Alright, there we are. Now we can head down to the mirror planks. No new quests opened up. Alright, let's work with Walthiof first. Walthiof, a local at the Mirror Planks, wants you to help deliver goods that have been unloaded at the pier. Ah, perfect. You're just in time to help deliver some goods that arrived not moments ago. Allow me to double check my manifest. Now listen carefully. Take the suit of plate mail to Darnmert. He's the guard you see right over there. The moon tui beans belong to Kylie, and the smoked crayfish balls to my friend Berth here. That's it for this load. Okay, plate mail to Darnmert, moon tui beans to Kylie, and crayfish balls to Berth. A strapping adventurer like you should barely work up a sweat, am I right? The cargo you're looking for hasn't moved since they unloaded it at the end of the pier. Much obliged. Alright, let's go pick it up and make the deliveries. First off, we're going to deliver the moon tui beans. And where is Kylie? Oh, wait, we gotta pick all of them up first? Well, alright then. I was hoping to do one at a time so I don't get them mixed up, but... Alright, so Kylie gets the moon tui beans, you get the armor. And they're not even gonna let us get it confused. Fantastic. Oof, what is... Oh, my new plate mail. And what would a wood whaler want with metal armor, you ask? Let's just say that after a number of engagements with Garlean heavy infantry, my mind has been open to the protection such steel encasements can provide. Fair enough. Makes perfect sense to me. Next up, Kylie gets the moon tui beans. They should be here by now. Well, they are, in fact, right here. Are these the moon tui beans? Praise the matron. It's my job to pick up provisions from the pier and deliver them to the settlements in the area, but I couldn't leave without the beans. Now I can finish loading up my cart and be on my way. Thank you for your help. It didn't look very hard. They were just on the pier. And Berth? 1, 2, 3. No, this won't do at all. I'm sure I heard of Walthiof mention the shipment had... Well, you have your crayfish balls right here. Oh, why, thank you very much. It would have been such a short afternoon of fishing if this bait hadn't arrived. Alright, delivery's made. Let's get our reward. All done then? Excellent work. Swift and sure. Adventurers are such handy individuals to have around. If we leave cargo piled up on the pier, the next crew has no room to unload their shipment, you see? It can be back-breaking work, but someone has to do it. Alright, more jewelry, which is unfortunately worthless compared to these literal starting gear. Walthiof, you have one more quest for us. Walthiof, a resident of the Mirror Planks, is seeking someone to assist him in his work. Can I interest you in another job? This one will ask a little more of your skills, I promise. What I need for you to swat some of those hornet swarms you see buzzing about the place and collect their husks. About 4 bags worth should be enough. What am I going to do with a pile of dead Vilekin? Well, the sooner you give them to me, the sooner you'll find out. I am curious indeed. Alright, so we've got a hornet swarm right here. There's one. Oh, you survived. There's 2. Looks like we got a couple more down this way. Here we are. Here's number 3. And there's number 4. Alright, got all the hornet husks. Let's get him back to Walthiof. You have the husks? Good, good. Hand them over then. Ah, these are perfect. Hope they didn't sting you too terribly. Now all we do is take some bottles of liquor and squeeze these beauties inside like so. And there we have it, a fresh batch of my special sting brew. The ranchers of Bent Branch Meadows put in an order for a bottle quite some time ago, but gathering those husks is always such a chore. Speaking of chores, would you mind taking this to them as soon as you're able? The lass you're after goes by the name of Margot. Give her the sting brew along with my regards. Oh, and apologize for the delay, would you? Alright, let's go make a delivery. Is there a chocobo keep down here by chance? It does not appear so. So we're gonna have to walk all the way back down. It's not too far of a walk, but it is a walk. Alright then, where is Margot? Looks like up by the chocobo hut? So it should be easy to spot. Should be. Hello, Margot? There you are. You're actually in the little garden they got over here. Yes, I am Margot. How might I brought you sting brew. Ah, the sting brew! At last! I'm aware of what must be done to acquire this, and am most grateful to you. Few folk are willing to run towards a swarm of wrathful hornets. Ordinarily, this liquor is drunk for the unique and not altogether unpleasant stinging sensation it causes on one's tongue. It is, however, also an indispensable tool for repelling insects. We sprinkle it over the fields where the gizzle greens are planted. Thanks to you, the crops will be untouched by pests this year. I hope one of our well-fed chocobos can return the favor by serving you as a mount someday. Very cool. Alright, more pants, which are just a downgrade. So I'll take the bronze piece. Alright, I believe there's just the one quest left. Let's get back down and take on Favor for the Fisherwoman. Alright, there you are, Bertha. Or just Berth. What do you got for us to do? Berth, a local at the Mirror Planks, is looking for someone to retrieve her fishing rod from Lilystone. You seem a capable sort. Would you mind running over to Lilystone and retrieving my favorite fishing rod for me? I was happily dropping a line into the water, you see, when I suddenly noticed some ghostly sphere of fire bearing down upon me from behind. In a blind panic, I twisted around and flung my rod at the apparition before fleeing back here to the planks. Fair enough? I dimly remember the rod passing straight through those unnatural flames and hitting the side of the tent I set up for afternoon naps. It's probably still there, but I can't bring myself to... You'll go in my stead? Oh, thank you. Alright, let's go figure out what's up with this ghostly apparition of fire. Very, very curious what that actually was. God, there are slugs everywhere. And vultures. Or buzzards, rather. Lovely. Okay, looks like the rod is just over here. This is her campsite. And there's the fishing rod. Fine, I'll fight you, buzzards. If you insist. I don't see anything. It's just buzzards. Huh, nothing here. Curious. Then what was it she saw? It's possible her brain just glitched. It happens from time to time. Those things are very complicated and prone to malfunction. But they work well enough. Well, on the bright side, we got her rod, no issue. Did you find my fishing rod? I did indeed. Yes, this is it. Thank Nafika you came along. I just can't fish with anything else. The Vilekin and such around here pose no threat to me, but those flames, I've never seen the like. I wonder if I'll ever build up the courage to fish at Lilystone again. Very, very interested in what that actually was. But it looks like we're not going to be finding out. We did hit level 19 from the side quest, though. Heck yes. And with that, that is basically all of the side quests we're going to be doing around the Black Shroud region for the time being. So the next side questing episode we do is in fact going to be, what's it called? Leave Quest episode. We're going to be doing the Leave Quests for the Gridania region and wherever the other Leave meet is. Probably at Bent Branch if I had to guess. What am I doing going this way? But for now, the next actual episode we're recording, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we're going to be beginning to learn our first proper, dedicated healer class. It is time to learn the ways of Conjury. I will see everyone next time for that.